Hey YouTube, it's Tawana, TRuss843 or Nurse T. I'll go by either one. I am here today to do a little bit of a different video, which is where I'm going to share my nursing journey. I've been absent for a while, as some of my previous followers already know, but I'm back. I'm trying to do some different things with my channel, and I wanted to come on and share my nursing journey with hopes to inspire someone, to encourage someone who may be going through some of the things that I went through, and just encourage them to just keep going. So basically, my nursing journey started out in 2002 when I graduated high school. I went on to start at my local technical school. So I started there taking prereq classes, and it was going pretty good for the most part, but then I failed 2 of the required courses. So that pushed me back, and I couldn't apply when I wanted to apply. So I just kept going, and then I pretty much just stopped with nursing, and then I went on to medical assisting. So I completed my medical assistant degree, and that was like around 2006, I believe it was. And I worked as a medical assistant for about 6 or 7 years, and then continued to do that. And then after a while of doing that, I got married 2008, was moving around, kind of was doing like some prereq classes for nursing school again, but we didn't kind of stay like in a set place long enough for me to complete a program. So I just decided to stick with medical assisting. So fast forward on, still working as a medical assistant, and then I was working at a local doctor's office actually, and one of my co-workers, she was like, "You should go back to nursing school." And I'm like, I don't feel like, I'm like, it's gonna take too long. I'm too old. I don't want to go through all of that. This, that, and the third. And she was like, "Well, just go down there and talk to somebody." So I went down there, took my transcripts and everything, and then I started taking prereq classes, and this was 2013. So I'm taking prereq classes, and then I kind of, was like, okay, well, this might not be so bad. So I continued on with the prereq classes, and then I started the nursing program the beginning of 2014. So I was like, oh, wow, I'm finally in a nursing program. So yeah, I'm actually going to do this time. So start the nursing program, and a few months into the nursing program, my husband and I separated. So that was like a blow to me. And like they tell you, like in nursing school, oh, expect relationship problems. Several of my instructors at that particular school, they actually got divorced, but it really didn't, the separation didn't even have anything to do with school. It was something else. So anyway, we separated, and that same semester, my very first semester in nursing school, I failed out. So I was devastated, of course. With all I had going on, I was like, maybe it's for the best, whatever. So that was spring semester. I went through summer semester, and I couldn't repeat that class in the nursing program until the following fall. So I started back that following fall. Things were going good. I made it through that semester. I'm like, yes, I'm going to keep going. So fast forward to the next semester, which was spring of 2015. I am in my first med-surg class. And any nursing students are watching, you know that med-surg is a hard class, especially the first class. So, of course, I failed again out of that med-surg class. And 2 failures, you are out of the program. And y'all, when I tell you, I was like hurt, I was crushed, I was devastated. I mean, all of that. I was literally sick for like a couple days. And I'm like, you know what, maybe nursing is not for me. I considered doing other medical professions or other programs. I was going to do healthcare administration. I was like, well, maybe I'll just do that. And then as I was like researching the schools or the different programs, my heart or my mind always went back to nursing. So I'm like, okay, I didn't want to settle because I felt like I settled when I became a medical assistant, because I worked alongside of nurses at that time, and it was like we were doing like, you know, the same things, but they were getting, you know, RN pay and I was getting medical assistant pay, but our job descriptions, our duties were the same. So I was like, okay, maybe I need to, you know, find a different solution to this or whatever. So I kind of, you know, stayed back for, I think, about a couple weeks. I failed out, I think it was like April or May. And I think maybe about 3 weeks or like to a month later, I transferred to one of the universities where I live. So I started there taking their prereq classes. You know, it's a different track because I was in a ADN program at my technical school, but then I transferred to a BSN, an accelerated program at the university. So it was a little bit different. It's more different required classes, this, that, and the third. So I started out taking those classes in 2015. So I'm taking these classes. By this time, my divorce was not final. I was still going through, you know, we were already separated. I was, you know, trying to adjust to being on my own, selling a home, possibly looking for a new home, and transitioning into a new school. So I had a lot going on, but I decided to keep going. Really didn't know how I was going to do it. Really didn't know how, you know, bills were going to get paid, because, you know, when you get in nursing programs, you can't work as much. But it was like, this is what I want to do. Whatever I need to do, I'm just going to have to do that. So I started taking the prereqs in 2015. Fast forward to April of 2016, I started my first semester in the BSN program. Okay, so then by this time, my divorce is final. I have already sold my previous home. I bought a new home. I'm a single parent. I'm working full-time and I'm in school full-time. Yeah, but I wanted it, so I was like, okay, we're gonna make this work. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I am going to keep going because it is something that I really, really, really want to do. And keep in mind, I did not have any family living here, but it's just amazing how, you know, it's kind of like when you just step out on faith, things just start happening. Things just start falling into place. Co-workers, they helped me with my daughter. You know, family members, when I couldn't go to something, they would drive like about 2 hours to come and, you know, make sure someone was there to support my daughter, whether I had to work, whether I had to go to school or what have you. I had that support system, so I was very happy with that. So I started the program in it was 2016 April. I started the program, the accelerated program, and I was due to graduate December of 2017. So everything is going good. Everything is fine. I'm passing my classes. I'm working full time. I'm going to school full time. There were days when I got up. My days started at like 6 a.m. We had to be at our clinical sites 6:45. Some of them were 8 hours. Some of them were 12 hours. I would leave there and then I would go to work and then work until 11 p.m. and then turn back around and be in class the next day. It was crazy. Like, I didn't even know like how I continued. Like, how was I going? You know, and people would ask me like, how are you like able to do all of this, take care of your home, take care of your daughter, go to school, pay your bills, and you're fine? I'm like, I don't even know. Because some days it felt like I was like, you know, I didn't even know if I was coming or going. I was just that busy. So all I could say, it was God, because that was where my help came from. And that's what really, really pulled me through. So back to the story. I'm getting off track. Classes were going good, everything. Fast forward to October 2017. 3 months before graduation, y'all. 2.5 months actually before graduation. I failed my last med-surg class. Oh my goodness. I'm like, how could I be this close to getting done and I fail again? But it was my first failure in the program, so I still could continue on. Unlike the other program, I had 2 failures, so I was out of the program and basically had to start somewhere else. So I failed that class, and I'm like, okay, God. Now I know you didn't bring me all the way to 2.5 months before graduation, and then, that's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a step back, and I worked with my nursing program director, and like we had like remediation classes and stuff when we were out. Those of us that failed, keep in mind it was like 10 of us that failed out of that class. So we had remediation and all this. I'm still trying to stay positive, work as much as I can while I'm on break. Reapplied to get in. There's no guarantee that you would get in, but thankfully I got back in. So I was able to go back through, repeat the class, pass the class, move on to the final semester, which was a busy semester, but it was easy. I got through that and I graduated in June of 2018 with my bachelor's in nursing. So yeah, I went through a lot, had a lot of life changes throughout nursing school. Like I said, it was times where I just did not know how I was going to do it, how I was going to make it, how I was going to maintain everything and follow my dreams at the same time and raise a daughter. Like, I had no idea. But thank God I pushed through. I graduated and now I am working as a registered nurse. And I'm actually in a residency program, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in another video. But the residency program has been really, really good. I would really encourage that to anybody that's been out of school for a little bit of time, or even if you haven't been out of school. It's just a great opportunity. And like I said, I'll go into detail in another video. But I really just wanted to come on and make this video to, share my story, tell everybody that, you can see by the title, I failed several times, but I just never ever gave up because I know it was something in my heart that I really, really wanted to do. And I just kept going. I mean, no matter what it looked like, no matter what it felt like, and there were days that I just did not want to keep going, but I did, and I am so, so happy that I did. But I hope that my story was able to encourage somebody to push, that person, a little step further for them to keep going, because we all go through things, we all go through, different stories to reach the same goal, but everybody's pathway to get there is completely different. And no, I'm not embarrassed by my story because it actually made me a better person. It made me step out of my box. I'm always like, the quiet, shy type person. And, going through nursing school and having my instructors push me and then myself push me as well to where I needed to be, it really got me to open up, to step outside of my comfort zone, so to speak. And now, I feel like I'm a better person. I'm going to be a better nurse because of, everything that I went through. But I really hope that my story encouraged someone, to keep going and all of that. I'm going to continue this, series, I'm going to actually share a lot of my experiences. I'm going to discuss a lot of nursing topics, different tips, different tricks, things that I did not learn in school, which I'm like, where was this stuff when I was in school that would have made it so much easier? But I did not have that person to give me those tips. And what I hope to do and what I want to do is to share all of those tips, all of those tricks and things like that to make it easier for nurses that are going through their nursing programs right now. So just stay tuned, stick with me, and hopefully you'll continue to watch. Thank you for sitting and listening to my story. I hope it encouraged you if you are that person that's going through right now. And stay tuned for more, because there will be more about my nursing journey and everything else nursing. Thanks for watching.